Headlines of this edition: the Board of Directors of Cần Thơ City Public Security held a conference to review tasks in the first half and map out tasks in the second half of 2024. The groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of 100 houses for near-poor households in the first phase of 2024 in Đông Thuận Commune, Thời, Suburban District. Trees and mines to be handed over for the construction of the Châu Đốc Cần Thơ Sóc Trăng Expressway project. Hello, and it's good to see you back here in this edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News today. On July 15th afternoon, the Board of Directors of Cần Thơ City Public Security held a conference to review tasks in the first half and map out tasks for the second half of 2024. Attending the conference were representatives of the Office of the Ministry of Public Security, Major General Nguyễn Văn Thuận, also Director of the City Public Security, and Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Ngọc Hè.
In the past 6 months, all aspects of public security in the city have achieved high results. Units of the public security have proactively implemented plans to protect the absolute safety of 46 activities of party and state leaders in key targets and areas. In the last months of the year, the city public security strengthens information security, cybersecurity, internal security, and protection of state secrets, proactively informs, propagates, orient public opinion, struggles to refute false and hostile rhetoric, especially in cyberspace, firmly grasps the situation, promptly resolves emerging cases and problems about security and order right at the grassroots.
Also on July 15th afternoon, the Department of Home Affairs of Cần Thơ City preliminarily reviewed the home affairs in the first half of the year.
In the first 6 months of this year, the home affairs sector properly advised and effectively performed important tasks, focusing on completing the approval of job positions on time, the implementation and arrangement of commune-level administrative units in the period of 2023-2025 in a timely manner. The administrative work closely follows the objectives, tasks, programs, and plan of the central government and the city, especially putting into operation the City Public Administration Service Center to create favorable conditions for people and businesses in carrying out administrative procedures. Within the framework of the conference, the Department of Home Affairs launched a special emulation to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Southern Liberation, the National Reunification, April 30, 1975, 2025, and the 80th traditional anniversary of state organizations, August 28, 1945, 2025.
The Vietnam Catholic Solidarity Committee of Cần Thơ City on July 16th morning held the third conference 2023-2028 time to preliminarily review the patriotic emulation movement among Catholics and the activities of the Vietnam Catholic Solidarity Committee of Cần Thơ City in the first half and outline tasks in the second half of 2024. In the first 6 months, the city's Catholics actively participated in the patriotic emulation movement, specifically the movement the whole people unite to build a new countryside, a civilized city, live a good and beautiful life, taking care of the development of education and health, education, gratitude, and charity activities with a total amount of 8,650 million Việt Nam đồng. The conference agreed with key activities and tasks in the last 6 months of 2024, namely promoting propaganda and mobilizing Catholics to implement the party's guidelines and the state's legal policies, and the action programs of the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee continue to consolidate the organizational apparatus and personnel of the committee. Responding to the emulation movement, joining hands to remove slums and dilapidated houses nationwide, launched by the Prime Minister. On July 16 morning, the People's Committee of Cần Thơ City, Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee jointly organized the groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of 100 houses for near-poor households in Phase 1 of 2024 in Đông Thuận Commune, Thời, Suburban District. In this first phase, the city supports the construction of housing for near-poor households with housing difficulties having land to build houses, priority given to households with elderly people aged 75 years and over, households with children under 6 years old, households being ethnic minorities, households with people suffering from critical illnesses, near poor households with many people living in the same family. Striving by the end of this year, Cần Thơ will complete the support for the construction of 445 near poor households in need of housing and eligible to build houses. Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Thực Hiện proposed that the People's Committee of Thời Suburban District exercise supervision on the quality and progress of house construction work, mobilize more resources and human resources to support the family to have a spacious new house. In the summer-autumn rice 2024, the city's farmers have planted 71,280 hectares of rice, and so far, the summer-autumn rice in the city has been harvested completely. After harvesting summer-autumn rice, farmers have actively embarked on rice production for the autumn-winter crop 2024.
According to the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development of Cần Thơ City, up to now, farmers have planted rice in the autumn-winter crop 2024 with an area of 63,094 hectares, reaching 99% of the plan. Currently, autumn-winter rice is well growing. The Department of Agriculture and Rural Development of the city suggested the local agriculture sector recommend farmers to visit the fields regularly to actively care for and protect rice and prevent pests. In particular, for newly sown rice paddies, it is necessary to closely monitor leafhoppers migrating in the field and apply phosphorus fertilizer at the beginning of the season to limit organic poisoning. Be interested in launching farmers to organize a simultaneous campaign to kill rats on a large scale. It is strictly forbidden to use electricity to kill rats and mice.
Cần Thơ City commits to striving to successfully implement a project of 1 million hectares of high-quality rice cultivation to reduce emissions associated with the green growth in Mekong Delta.
The city strives to build a high-quality specialized rice production area with a scale of 38,000 hectares by 2025, reaching 50,000 hectares by the period of 2026-2030 as planned. Cần Thơ recognizes the challenges when implementing the 1 million hectare project. Accordingly, in Phase 1 from 2024 to the end of 2025, Cần Thơ will focus on consolidating and maintaining effective production activities in an area of about 38,000 hectares, with 25 communes participating and supporting the development of 34 cooperatives. Phase 2 from 2026 to 2030 will focus on investment in key areas and reach 50,000 hectares as planned. To serve the project, Cần Thơ will carry out dredging canals, build more power pumping stations, new bridges, and expand rural roads to serve the technical infrastructure of the project.
The Executive Board of the Châu Đốc Cần Thơ Sóc Trăng Expressway project said that the Giang province has agreed to hand over 3 segments, namely An Nhơn, Ngũ Hiệp 1 and 2, to serve the construction of Châu Đốc Cần Thơ Sóc Trăng Expressway. The Châu Đốc Cần Thơ Sóc Trăng Expressway project, passing through Cần Thơ City, has a total length of over 37 kilometers. This project passes through Vĩnh Thạnh, Cờ Đỏ, and Thời suburban districts, with the starting point in Thành Quế, commune, Vĩnh Thạnh suburban district, and the ending point in Trường Xuân Bi, commune, Thời suburban district. After receiving over 2.3 million cubic meters of sand mined in An Giang province to allocate highway construction bidding packages in the near future, it will continue to receive sand mines in Tiền Giang province. The latest report of the Overseas Labor Management Department under the Ministry of Labor, One Valleys and Social Affairs show that in the first 6 months of 2024, the total number of Vietnamese workers working abroad was 78,640 employees, reaching nearly 63% of the year plan.
In particular, Japan is the market that receives the most Vietnamese workers in the first 6 months of the year, with nearly 40,600 employees, followed by Taiwan, China, about 27,840 employees, South Korea, more than 5,580 employees. In June 2024 alone, The total number of Vietnamese workers working abroad was nearly 12,800 workers, including Japan, nearly 5,400 workers, Taiwan, about 6,200 workers, South Korea, 373 workers, China, 232 workers, Singapore, 128 workers, Romania, 18 workers, and other markets.
The updated weather forecast don't show up that this edition of continues. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website, Cần Thơ TV.vn. And thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.